While everyone else was worrying about spoilers, I had already went to go see it first day it released to Japan.
Oh, word? For real?
You guys forget I speak 2 languages.
Oh, well, why were you in Japan?
Also, my parents wanted to take me to go see my grandparents before I started school, so... Hello, all you Earthlings, Saiyans, Namekians, and androids. Are you powered up yet? If not, you better get ready, because I'm here to blast you with the movie that just beat a 23-year record on day 1 of anime theater record sales. And also, welcome to another epic episode of animation, music, and video game reviews. But remember, we simply call it AMV reviews. I'm your host, Aoi. Say it with me now. Aoi. So, what am I reviewing today? Something about karate masters? Just kidding. Silly. In this episode, I'll be reviewing the long-awaited movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero! And this is the second time I just spoke a weird animated movie title out loud. Okay, before anyone attacks me, I used to actually enjoy the Dragon Ball franchise. My favorite character was even Bulma. I admired her drive and resilience, her genius and ingenuity. And she's still very attractive as she ages. It even helped that me and her had similar hair colors. So as a child, I aspired to be something like her. Just as smart and beauty though, of course. Nothing else. But unfortunately, my dating history is full of baka, just like her also. Back to the movie. Remember when I told you guys that I'm a toon myself? And that every time I see an animation, depending on the visual styles, that it's shown to me both as a live-action event and a historical document to me? Well, because I'm mostly a 3D toon, and the new Dragon Ball movie was in 3D, I freaked out a little for a second. I had to constantly remind myself that this movie took place in another universe, with a timeline that's completely different from the one I'm used to. I know it's crazy, but I also understand that I'm not the only one who thinks this way. So please bear with me, you guys. In relation to the new 3D animation that they used throughout the movie, while watching, I was starting to understand why they decided to switch styles. Showing the world, while also showing an extra flashy fight or even a small sense of exposition, can take time being drawn by each frame. And that includes backgrounds as well. So while 3D animation seems like it's cheating, it was the best choice for what the studio was trying to go for with this movie. While the movie was mostly animated in 3D, there were also some 2D animated scenes in there as well. At least to bring homage to what's brought the franchise to the level it's become today. The Easter eggs placed throughout the movie were also beautiful to see. Each character having a role of importance throughout the movie was also a plus in my eyes. There's just too many anime movies with a large list of anime characters that can be used. Most of the time, writers will use maybe 3 to 5 characters, throw in several new characters, and then make you watch the longest fight scene that you've ever seen on the silver screen. Not to say that that was a bad thing, as I do love a good fight when there is one. But you have to remember that you came here to see a movie, not a special, not an OVA, or an original video animation, but a movie, which includes an introduction, a rise, a fall, a plot twist, maybe a little bit of world building if possible, and a resolution. And to have all of that done within 90 minutes or more, instead of the 40 to 70 minutes like before. Having to play the movie with your nostalgia glasses on was more fun than I thought it would be. Not to say that my nostalgia cup was full or anything, because it wasn't. But because the show decided to fill in a few gaps on lore while giving us a little bit what we wanted, it was actually worth the wait. And having it well written and paced for this particular franchise is very impressive. Though, there is one thing I want to point out. Plot armor. To be more specific, a deus ex machina. What does that mean? Basically, in the least amount of words possible, the actual impossible happened during the story. And I can particularly and proudly say these words since this movie does not get the kids movie handicap. Now, does that take away from the overall quality of the movie? Not at all. Actually, the Deus Ex Machina was foreshadowed throughout the whole motion picture. And still, we weren't given the actual scenes that we wanted in particular. And we're still getting teased till this day. You'll just have to watch and find out. Putting it all together, I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I still love and enjoyed the movie. But with a continuing franchise like Dragon Ball, it's getting harder and harder to stay fresh, relevant, and entertaining to such a hungry fan base without touching towards the fanfictions already set in front of you. Really, the movie was at a disadvantage the moment it was announced. I will still recommend everyone to see the movie as soon as possible. However you can watch it in its best quality, do it. Just don't steal, please, because it's illegal. Okay, all you real people, I hope you enjoyed my review on the motion picture. Be sure to tune in to more of my motion pictures next time. But for now, I'm happy that you guys decided to tune in today. Arigato! Mwah! Love you!